Alrighty, what up, go? What up, though, guys? It is your favorite auditor's favorite auditor. Audit them, the one who encourages you to audit them. I just left the government building now, the township. What a complete shit show for them, man. I walk in there, I ask to see the total amount of operating budget. They keep me waiting. They refuse to provide any names. Instead, somebody gets the police involved. Which is a threat to my life because they were allegedly attempting to have me trespassed. So when they find out that the police can't do anything, I'm not committing any crimes, then all of a sudden, 15 minutes after the police leave, they now want to attempt to show me the public records that I initially came in for. So here's what happened is that I went into the government agency. They concealed public records. I got that documented. Instead, police get involved. Police do nothing at all. Police do not even want to engage with me because I'm informing them that the employees are the ones who are committing the crime. Police turn their back, walk out without any further communication. Now, at this point now, we're no longer going to let this stuff slide. We're not going to tolerate none of this stuff, because we need full answers and full answers only. Call the police. What did they tell the police? If it's a false police report, I want to have that individual charged with making a false police report. No matter if they're called, if the person called from that office or from any other office. My goal now is to find out who made that police report, who called, who got the police involved, and we're gonna try to have that person investigated for a false police report, because there's no reason to get the police involved when I'm in there to review records that I'm entitled to review. My catalog speaks volumes. It speaks for itself. I go in there in the right, and that's 100% fact. Okay, there's no way this situation or this scenario could get twisted. The only thing we could come on here and do is start a GoFundMe, generate this measly $650. If you guys think it is feasible, we will go ahead and get started and drag these people into immediate court, because there's a new strategy now that is going to go a long way, and it's time to really teach the auditing community what's the next level of non-compliance. We're not going to tolerate non-compliance no more. We have to meet in the federal district now. Okay? So this is what the steps that we're getting into. We need we need answers from everybody. We need paperwork and deposition from all staff members, including law enforcement, and we need to depose the person who made the police phone call. To make a false police report could be a felony. So this is what we need to investigate now. We'll just wait for a few people to get in here. Hey, Tired, how's it going? Jelly Bean J, were you guys just in that video? Did you guys just see that township's performance? Eight faces of corruption. Yeah, T, you're right about that, man. You're right about that. This is a big story now. This is a big story. Why is it a big story? Because they tried concealing the public record from disclosure. They got the police involved, thinking the police is going to remove and trespass me so they could further conceal that information. Once they found out the police had no authority, now they want to try, employees want to try to play nice and change their face and try to present those records, which they still have not presented to me the full amount. So this is just gonna this is I think this is it, man. We gotta drag these people into full court right away. Um, we're gonna get a vote by the people. We the people, by the people, for the people. If we're able to scrape up this measly 650, we're gonna go ahead and get this kicked off immediately. I'm probably gonna have to do another story, shorts, bits and pieces of the video, what we just encountered from the body camera, clear and crystal clear copy. And we're gonna have to do our pleading here on YouTube. If everybody's satisfied with it, and if everybody think that it's grounds for initiation of a lawsuit, we're gonna go ahead and do a GoFundMe. We're gonna scrape up that 650 and we're gonna initiate it immediately. No more playing around with these people, man. I'm telling you, we're gonna depose them all. We need to, and we need to find out who's the individual who's responsible for making a false police report. Beautiful thing is I got it on video all the way from beginning to end. Oh, BJ Allen, what up, my boy? He's saying, George, what am up, though? Let's go. Let's get it done. And you see, that's going to bring a little juice back to my channel, too, because I know you folks want to hear me gossiping every now and then about updates and stuff. So if you guys are really interested in that, we're going to make a video about it. And when I say gossiping, I'm talking about, I'm going to show you guys court cases and all. Get these people served by the deputy sheriff and get this stuff going, man. It's all up to you guys. It is all up to you. If you guys think it's a good idea, I'll draft up something real nice video, show you. If we get enough votes on it, we're going to get into it, man. We got to set precedents. We got to go to short, early settlement table, or some type of precedent got to be set. But these people have to show their face in front of a federal jury. They have to show their face why they think it's normal to collect their paycheck and feloniously conceal public records. That's not a normal thing. When are you coming to Philadelphia? I'm not sure, bro. Sydney, Ohio, Shelby County is just as corrupt as the police and sheriff in this county. Auditors, we need help with everything going through in the city. Yeah, I know, man. There's a lot of corruption from a lot of different places, man. Philly is corrupt big time, says Albert. Yeah, I believe you, man. I believe you. Guys, make sure you hit that thumb up, man. Let's get that thumb up all the way up. You see, my numbers do automatically go back up. People just need action. My channel needs to get back in shape, and I think this lawsuit will get us back in shape. T-Dot says, does it occur that they might be hiding their identity because they are not American? I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure why they're hiding their identity, but that sounds like active concealment, which is the hindrance of information when a person got a duty to speak up. Refraining from disclosure of public information when one has a duty to disclose is a form of concealment. So why not have them come and explain to a federal judge why they think it's okay as a government employee to get paid to hinder, hide their name, conceal their name? That's something very petty. The judge would say, this is a waste of court's time. You know, you apologize to this man, pay him at the early settlement table, and so you could learn your lesson to never do this again. You never call the police on a man and put a man in harm's reach when he's in there asking them to provide them with a budget. It's not like I went in there, you know, shouting or saying some lewd or obscene gestures for them to call police, right? There's no way a judge is going to see this man I came in on video asking for a budget in a calm voice. Then they call the police? No, sorry, Bob, man. No, sorry, Bob. Here we got a witness here we got a witness testimony, professional witness testimony. Here's from Albert. He's saying he works in the city hall in the 70s, and he said it's a ton of fraud, total fraud. That's because when he worked in the city, he was probably behind those bulletproof doors. He hears what these employees talk about in the background when they sit in their little cahoot circle, 5-6 employees, conspiracy, 2 or more, eluding. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Now they got a whole light on them, a bad light, because now they just showed themselves off. Here we know how these staff members perform. She said, oh, but the information is online. I said, ma'am, per statute, it's required to be furnished immediately. That online stuff, that's out of the window. Please explain that once you get into the court before an honorable federal judge. You know, and these staff members right now are sitting in the background watching this as we speak. They were watching it. Somebody probably had called in and gave them my channel information, which is that's good, because now they're both going to be in the they're both going to have to plead. Really, both of them are going to have to plead. So here's what I'll do. I'll cut up bits and pieces of the video. I will put out the video probably tomorrow, like a trailer, and I'll ask my audience if they wanna raise up these funds. I might get a hold of DLZ. He's real good with that. Delete laws. You know, if you folks want to pay out of your pocket $650, I have no problem with taking the standing. I have no problem with taking the stand, getting these people before the Northern District Federal Court. If you folks want to go ahead and dish that money out. Well, Albert is saying the problem is for years enough people don't go to jail. Well, here's another problem, Albert, is that it's not common that auditors sue these agencies. It's not a common thing. To every now and then auditor that did sue these employees, there was a lot of wins. There was that guy, Honor Your Oath. He's suing government employees all the time. He's always taking wins. But you see, we have to start somewhere, okay? And this is going to be one of those first starts. This is going to be one of those first starts here. This government agency is going to have to give up the information on who made the call. If it's a government employee in the office who made the phone call, I need to hear the merits. I need to hear the merits on why the phone call was perpetrated. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Albert, but you know what, man? Listen, there's a right and there's a wrong, and even if the judicial body wants to cover up for a wrong, even if the government body wants to cover up for a wrong, that will still go on document for history. Let me go ahead and block this number here, because I'm aware of who's texting me here, and the person that's texting me is under. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, I just had to block a phone number. Somebody kept harassing and texting me. Yeah, it should not be like this. These agencies are not permitted to violate the law to this level, you know. So there's going to have to be consequences to this. We have to set a society of communication, right, between the government and the people. There has to be a solid communication for people to come to a clear understanding from right from wrong. And what these people are doing is completely wrong, and they have no disregard. I mean, they have no regard for what's right, you know. And they will continue to act with this behavior up until the point somebody's charged or they face legal consequences. This will continue to happen up to the point when someone is facing legal consequences or charged. And that's going to be my goal, to have the person who made the phone call in legal hot water, because that was unwarranted to make a police call for me simply asking, what's the total amount of operating budget, right? I mean, if I came in here and started saying obscene things, lewd things, if I said I was driving around in my car and, you know, I had questionable weapons, that's something you see something, you say something. Yeah, you know, if you see me going in there doing obscene languages or gestures, and you have evidence and you have that recorded proof to back yourself up, then you could get on the phone, you could call the police because you have evidence of that. But if you call the police and you make false reports, that's going to get you in hot water. You're going to have to answer for that, because you're putting people's life in jeopardy. And it backfires, because the city hall is actually committing a crime by concealing public records. Well, we're just going to keep it short like that. You guys be on the lookout. I will release bits and pieces of the video just to give people who did not see it a update or reminder, whatever you call it, and we will move forward with that. If we do start a GoFundMe, if I start a GoFundMe and you guys are interested in it, I'll put the link out there. If we generate the threshold, then I'm gonna go ahead and initiate a lawsuit against these people. Oh, never mind, the call hung up. Well, anyway, let me sign out of here. I'm pulling up to my destination shortly. So thank you guys all for being a witness. You guys see really what's up, man. You see how cruel and wicked some of these people are, how fucking irrational some of these people are. They really are. How is it that they go to the level where they're committing a crime and they get police involved, and the police don't even want to take a report on the crime that's being committed by the government? You see, they would continue to get away with this stuff, guys, until we initiate litigation. With litigation, I have things, immediate answers that we could obtain. I'm not even going to discuss. When you're involved in litigation, there's action to get to the bottom of things. And I'm not even going to mention it now, but we would discuss that at a later time. That's what I'm going to be putting in. I got litigation against someone right now. I'm going to put that person through the legal system the right way, and they don't even see it coming. Anyhow, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of this, and we will always keep on